But the thing is, what I'm concerned with Biden is that it's gonna be he's playing by the same playbook, and every single time it works. And this is mind-boggling. Like every single time when the president approached North Korea the same way they did, they failed. They should be by now learn that whatever they did didn't work. They gotta come up with a new solution, but they don't because they are so lazy. And North Korea has been preparing war with the US. And they keep saying it right now in the North Korean newspaper, every single day they are threatening the US. And of course, like the US is too weak to even respond to it. And I mean, with the Chinese support, North Korea might even start a war against the US because China is right behind them. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Yeonmi Park. I'm a North Korean defector, human rights activist. So happy spring, guys! Even though it's a spring when the flowers are blooming and the life comes back, seems like the world is going into another Cold War between the free world and the communist countries. So after Alaska meeting that I talked about last time, the alliance between North Korea, China, and Russia and some other countries in the Middle Eastern countries are getting stronger and they are becoming more aggressive. So today I'm going to talk about Kim Jong-un's strategy, how to deal with America, and how he gets to bully America even. This is something, a lot of people get shocked that how can Kim Jong-un bully America and America gets bullied too. And this is a trick. So I will talk about how Kim Jong-un has been historically dealt with America whenever there was a new administration comes in. And before today's video, guys, I'm not here to endorse anyone, and I call out whenever I think they did wrong, and whenever I think they did right. It's not about, I just cannot stand right now in America. It's like utter tribalism. People cannot see things clearly. If they support one candidate, they can never do wrong. And if somebody they hate, they can never do right. And I'm not even sure that what I'm gonna do today is gonna work, but let us try. So when the Trump came into power, became elected in 2016, Kim Jong-un had the same playbook. He did a ICBM test, he did a short-range missile, long-range missile, mid-range missile, a lot of tests. That's why the tension between America and North Korea going into the point where Trump was calling out Kim Jong-un a rocket man, and there was at some point that we literally thought there was going to be a war between America and North Korea. And of course, after that, Kim Jong-un captured America's attention. And now Trump was thinking, oh my gosh, Kim Jong-un is willing to talk to me. Even though he was the leader of this free world, even though he was not in the same level in any sense with Kim Jong-un, that's how Kim Jong-un was doing, making himself hard to get. And then once that happens, he kind of convinced the other party that they are the same level, and then the negotiation begins. There's one thing that Trump was doing right was when he found out that Kim Jong-un had no intention to get rid of nukes, he walked off at the Hanoi summit. That was the one thing that Trump was doing right, but everything else he screwed up. But now let's move on to Biden. Kim Jong-un is following the same playbook. He just did another short-range missile. Before that, there's another weaponry test. And North Korea, on April 15th, the son of the day, I've been talking about in the past before. This is the most important day of North Korea. April 15th, the first Kim Il-sung was born. That's when the North Korean calendar begins, and it is the most celebrated day in North Korea. So before the April 15th, North Korea gonna do a lot of other tests to show and solidify internally, even to show their power to the people, like this is how much we are capable of. And also the good thing is that if North Korea keep testing nukes, Biden is the same thing right now. Biden is like, well, like what North Korea did is against the UN's, the General Assembly, our agreements, but I'm willing to have a diplomacy and conversation. I mean, even though Biden was criticizing for Trump to engage in a diplomacy that wasn't achieving anything, Biden is doing the exact same thing, saying like, okay, I'm here for diplomacy. And that's what the US has been saying for the last like almost 80 years now. So I'm sure after North Korea does more tests and making a news and get the attention of the world and the USA, and North Korea saying, I'm here to negotiate. And then I'm gonna ask Biden to offer, what can you offer? What Kim JongUn wants from America is, without stopping North Korea's nuclear program, they want the sanction lift. And the second is the economic aid. So they just want everything. They don't want to get rid of anything, but they want everything. The reason why the Kim Jong-un wants the sanction to be lifted is because it's affecting his regime, it's his pocket. The people who is not even read what's in the sanctions, saying, oh, these sanctions are hurting the everyday North Korean children, so we should never come up with a sanction. They even haven't read the sanction, though, what it's saying. Sanctions means when it comes to North Korea, Kim Jong-un cannot buy cognac, he cannot buy whiskey, he cannot buy Chanel bags, he cannot buy Benz, he cannot buy things for the water resort, he cannot buy things for his ski resorts. All those luxury goods that doesn't help the people. Those are on the list of the sanction items. So if you really wondered what sanction meant, this is what it meant. When it comes to North Korea, when they talk about sanction, it's not about like Kim Jong-un buys food and formula to feed the children of North Korea. Not those items Kim Jong-un has been buying. He's been buying the most expensive wine in the world, the most expensive, those luxury items, the cars, like all these boats, yacht. I mean, all of these things are what Kim Jong-un was buying. And these are the ones who were banned by the international community for Kim Jong-un to buy. So of course, when Kim Jong-un was building those water resorts, ski resorts, all of them went through China. Of course, China always let North Korea have their own way. So, but the thing is, what I'm concerned with Biden is that it's gonna be he's playing by the same playbook, and every single time it works. And this is mind-boggling. Like every single time when the president approached North Korea the same way they did, they failed. They should be by now learn that whatever they did didn't work. They gotta come up with a new solution, but they don't because they are so lazy, and they are, in the best way to put it, I guess they are just too innocent, too naive about the intention of Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un never ever gonna get rid of nukes. Never, ever, ever. Even though Trump was Kim Jong-un a great guy and saying we are in love, all this bromance happening, Kim Jong-un was still developing nukes. So no matter however America guarantees North Korea, whatever it takes, North Korea is never gonna get rid of nukes. So now they truly gotta consider, are we gonna fully accept North Korea as a nuclear power country that is threatening the US, South Korea, Japan, all our allied countries? If so, then how we should not be wasting time, keep talking North Korea, we are willing to have a negotiation and going back to the same talk about denuclearizing North Korea that can never ever happen. If they are truly not wanting Kim Jong-un to have a nukes, then they gotta come up better solution than what they've been doing with it. So this is I really don't get it. I'm sure in the American government, there's really hundreds, thousands of people are so much smarter and sitting there and still not figuring these things out. And this is quite depressing to see how useless when it comes to with the foreign policy and North Korea. Kim Jong-un has been so effective. This regime cannot even feed his own people, who cannot even have electricity in this 21st century made a capability that can shoot the missiles to the US in the land. And North Korea has been preparing war with the US. And they keep saying it right now in the North Korean newspaper. Every single day they are threatening the US. And of course, like, the US is too weak to even respond to it. And I mean, with the Chinese support, North Korea might even start a war against the US because, you know, China is right behind them. So this Cold War, I mean, another this alliance, the world is being divided and then fighting for the different ideology. We are going back to cycle now. And this is truly a time that I think the US gotta understand what they have done is wrong. They should be more humble and understand that North Korea is not a joke. Kim JongUn knows his game, and he can fight for the long term. And the problem is that every US president coming into power, right? They didn't want to leave a legacy that they were the warmongers. They would not want to start the war, and they want to leave a legacy of somebody who pursued peace with even Hitler. That's what I was doing. Kim JongUn knows that the US president is not going to have enough time to even ever fully denuclearize North Korea. North Korea can show fake, you know, bombing the test site, 1 or 2, just for fake one, and they buy time. Then the American president, when they come into power, the second year they gotta start rerunning, preparing for the rerunning the second term. This is what I still don't get. I see this America has a very durable documents, constitution, but the thing is, the cycle is really not working with North Korea. Kim Jong-un has all the time in the world to negotiate. But whenever America comes with a new president, a new administration, they come with different policy. I think they really need to come with one consistent policy to deal with North Korea, not rewriting the policy every single time they come to the office. It is almost bizarre, whenever a new president comes and they rewrite the policy, by the time when they finishing up the policy line, they're done with the presidency. And this is so hilarious, how stupid is this? How ineffective this? And I'm not even at this point surprised how things are so ineffective in America. It's not like I'm in any way criticizing this country. I love America. I want to be the citizen of this country. I will become, hopefully. I'm applying for one right now. But the thing is, because it's our country, I want us to understand the policy in the current the system, how they are dealing with the foreign policy and why it's not been effective, why the foreign policy in the US government has been so disastrous every single time with so many other countries. And I think if we can fix this, it's gotta be awareness among Americans, understanding how other countries operate, what kind of politicians we need to get them elected so they know how to deal with other countries that have a very total different system. So guys, let me know your thoughts. It's very frustrating to see the same playbook, and I know exactly at this point what's gonna happen for the next 3 years with Biden. And it is so unbelievable how we're gonna getting back into this cycle every single time. And let me know if you guys think something else can happen. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you for my Patreons for supporting me as always. I look forward to seeing you guys all next time.